Welcome back to North Dakota Today. Many of us are still doing a lot more work at home than maybe we're used to. So one of the big questions is, what can I do to protect my PC? That's your personal computer. Joining us now is Brian Crom, the CEO of 702 Communications. Brian, great to have you with us. You know, many people are still working at home a lot more than I think they probably anticipated. So what can they be doing to protect their hardware and maybe even their software?
Yeah, I mean, COVID's gone on a lot longer than we thought, and we're going to be working from home for a while yet, honestly. And so, where we may have had full tech staff, full IT staff at work to make sure that our computers are running well and our data is safe. Now it's a little bit more important that the home user might make sure they're taking some steps, whether you're working from home or not. Honestly, it's more and more important all the time to make sure that we're keeping our data safe. And so keeping your data safe isn't terribly complicated. There's three basic things that I'd recommend that any home user start to consider. One would be just backups, and whether we're talking about full disk image backups or if you're just connecting something like Google Drive to sync specific files to the cloud to make sure that you're not losing data if you have a hard drive failure or if you have a ransomware attack or if you have whatever, that you don't lose all your data. And so there are some options that are really easy to make sure that you've got copies of your data if something happens. But then also, too, everybody needs to have an antivirus program, and just having one isn't enough. You've got to have it on your computer. You've got to have it so that it updates its virus definitions, and you've got to have it so that it scans regularly to make sure, again, that there aren't threats on your computer and that your data is safe. And the third one is just to make sure that you're having your software update, and not just your operating system, but any programs that you've got installed. I know we all know that sometimes we boot up a program and you see the annoying little pop-up that says there's a new version. Do you want to install it? And people get busy and they don't want to install that update. But it's important to do it because as software evolves, developers are always trying to keep interoperability up to date and also security up to date. And if you're not letting your computer do those updates, you could be putting yourself at risk.
So I think you bring up a great point because we all get those, hey, update, and you're like, yeah, 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 I'll get to that. So what
Yeah.
kind of risks am I putting myself at if I don't update?
There really isn't a software platform that isn't either currently under attack or won't be under attack at some point, right? I mean, that's just the nature of the internet. Hackers are trying to get in, and when vulnerabilities or exploits are detected in software, the developers, close those exploits or do something to make it harder to use that exploit. And if you're not deploying that patch, if you're not deploying the more secure version, your data could be at risk.
Is there a way to, if you're not real tech savvy, to know that your software is updated or to know that your antivirus is running when it should be? Is there a way to go in and check, or how do you do that?
You can definitely go in and check and run those updates automatically. Or if all of this is just a little bit intimidating, you can call somebody like 702 Communications. We've got managed service agents that can be installed on your computer that can help monitor your software versions and your antivirus versions, and we can deploy updates automatically for you to make sure that you do always stay as protected as you can.
That's awesome. So you guys can just call up 702 and kind of be some tech help. So if I want to do that, what's the number I should be calling?
218-284-5702, or you can always go to our website, 702com.com, and just chat with us or email us or whatever you want to do, and we'll get somebody to help.
702com.com. Brian Crom, thank 702com.com. Brian Crom. Man, you're on fire, buddy. So, Brian, thank you very much, sir. We appreciate it.
Thanks, Chris.
All right, stay with us. We got a lot more coming up right after this.